Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through the foundation of Janati Babak's live market coach ecosystem, or as we're going to call it, LMC. Now, if you're joining us as a founding member, I just want to take a quick second to validate that decision. You've invested in something way more profound than, just a random collection of indicators. You're stepping into a completely comprehensive professional trading education ecosystem. This is going to change how you look at the markets forever. So we're unpacking exactly what that means today, right from the ground up.
Just think about this for a second. If you were training to become a pilot, would you expect your instructor to just hand over the controls of a massive commercial airliner after showing you, like, one single button? Of course not. You'd run off the plane, right? Pilots spend literally hundreds of hours learning navigation, weather patterns, and emergency procedures before they even think about leaving the tarmac. But in the trading world, man, so many people are taught just one thing: buy here or sell there. That's not education. That is pure dependency. So if you've been caught in that incredibly frustrating cycle, jumping from one magic indicator to the next, just desperately searching for the perfect signal, your frustration is totally valid. Trading with only buy or sell inputs without actually understanding the instrument you're flying, it's downright absurd.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our exact flight plan for today. We'll be looking at the core problem, the LMC philosophy, the modular architecture, the 5-step framework, and finally, the trader decides. This is our roadmap for unlearning those bad habits and transforming you into a totally independent, confident decision maker. Section 1, the core problem, breaking the signal cycle. A lot of traders find themselves trapped in a really painful cycle. They start out looking for answers in all the wrong places. The perfect strategy, the perfect guru, the perfect signal. They just jump from system to system. And sure, every new strategy feels super exciting for a few days, but then the inevitable losses roll in. Capital gets strained, and any confidence you had just completely vanishes. It's retail guessing and signal dependency versus institutional thinking and independent decision-making. The LMC way is built entirely around that institutional mindset. Every single decision begins with solid, undeniable evidence, not just someone's opinion on the internet.
Section 2, the philosophy, a new mindset.
Learn why you earn. I really want you to absorb this one. It's not just some catchy marketing slogan. It is the absolute bedrock of everything built inside this ecosystem. Successful trading simply doesn't come from guessing, and it definitely doesn't come from predicting the future, because let's be real, the markets are inherently probabilistic. No one knows for sure what's going to happen next. Professional traders succeed because they understand the market better, not because they have some secret, magical algorithm spitting out alerts that they blindly follow. LMC is designed to teach you exactly how to recognize that institutional market behavior. So the crucial point here is that understanding creates confidence. True, lasting confidence doesn't come from hitting one lucky trade. It comes from knowing exactly why you entered a position, why you stayed in it, why you exited, and what you learned from the whole shebang. When you finally understand the market, you stop reacting emotionally. You stop just chasing green and red candles on your screen. Instead, you develop the patience to literally sit on your hands and wait for concrete evidence.
Section 3, the instruments. LMC's modular architecture.
And this brilliantly illustrates how LMC avoids the trap of being just another giant, cluttered indicator on your chart. Think back to that pilot's dashboard. LMC is a suite of highly specialized engines, and each one has a single, distinct responsibility. First, the market context engine reads the higher timeframe direction, letting you know if you're in a premium or discount zone. Then, the liquidity engine maps out those crucial institutional reference levels, stuff like previous day highs or session lows, where resting orders are just sitting. Next up, the imbalance engine detects inefficiencies, like fair value gaps and inversion fair value gaps. After that, the execution engines help you structure specific trade plans around advanced price action models. We're talking CRT, PO3, or AMD accumulation. And finally, the risk engine calculates your exact position sizing and your invalidation levels. This modular setup keeps your charts incredibly clean and honestly just radically reduces your mental load. Now, binding all of these amazing engines together is the AI coach. But let's pause for a second because the gravity of the AI coach's role is absolutely huge. It's an educational assistant. It summarizes the market context, explains the liquidity situation, and even spots missing evidence to educate you in real time. But, and this is a massive but, it will never generate a signal. It is never going to tell you to blindly gamble your hard-earned capital. Remember, the AI coach explains, the trader decides. Section 4, the flight plan.
the 5-step LMC decision framework. This framework right here is the exact, repeatable sequence that every single professional trade follows inside the LMC ecosystem. Market context, wait for confirmation, plan execution, manage risk, and review and learn. While your specific execution model might change depending on the day, this foundational decision framework, it never ever changes. It is strictly designed to replace emotional trading with unyielding structure. Step 1 is always market context. Simply put, where is price? Before you even think about looking for an entry, you've got to understand where price is sitting inside the larger market structure. Is the market trending? Are we in a premium or a discount? What higher time frame structure is actually controlling the price right now? Look, if you don't know the context or what liquidity objective the market is currently reaching for, there's zero reason to search for an entry. Without context, there is no trade, period.
Now, what's really interesting about Step 2 is how it fundamentally shifts your entire mindset. Step 2 is waiting for confirmation. Once you know the context, you wait for the market to actually prove your idea. Confirmation gives you permission. It doesn't predict. You are forcing the market to show its hand through evidence. Things like market structure shifts, liquidity sweeps, or the development of fair value gaps and inversion fair value gaps. You're waiting for specific footprints like CRT, Power of 3, or AMD, accumulation, to fully confirm your bias before you make a move.
Once you actually have that confirmation, you move right into Step 3, execution. This step is all about answering the practical questions before you're sweating in the heat of the moment. Where exactly should the trade begin? Where is the invalidation level? What are your realistic profit objectives? Execution has to be fully 100% planned out before your finger even gets close to clicking that buy or sell button. Planning removes the emotion. Professionals prepare first. They execute second. Which leads us seamlessly into Step 4, risk management. Capital preservation always comes before reward. Every single trade has to begin by defining what your acceptable risk is. If the risk is too high or if the reward to risk ratio is just garbage, a professional trader simply rejects the setup, period. It doesn't matter how pretty it looks on the chart. Your number one job is to protect your capital. Profit, that's just the natural byproduct of managing your risk correctly. Let's move to the final step and see how this builds long-term success. Step 5 is review and learn. See, the process doesn't just magically end when you close a position. Every single trade becomes crucial feedback. Your winning trades build your confidence in the framework, while the losing trades, those build your experience and highlight exactly where you need to improve. This constant feedback loop ensures you never, ever stop learning. Section 5, the final tenet, education before automation. I really want to reiterate that the entire LMC ecosystem is fundamentally an educational assistant. It's meant to make you an independent trader, okay? It is not a signal service. And because it's an educational platform, it's constantly evolving and getting better. As a founding member, your benefits don't just stop with what you're seeing today. You get ongoing access to this living, breathing ecosystem. We're talking future indicator updates included, brand new educational lessons, exclusive access to the private Discord community, and weekly Friday live Zoom coaching sessions. It's all part of your continuous improvement. As the software gets better, you get better right alongside it. So I want to leave you with this final thought and challenge. Are you ready to actually take the controls of your trading journey? You've got the flight plan, you've got the instruments, and now you have the mindset required to finally step out of that endless, painful cycle of signal chasing. The days of guessing are officially over. It's time to start gathering real evidence, managing your risk like a true professional, and building unshakable confidence. I really hope you're as excited as I am for the deep dive lessons we've got coming up in the Academy. Just remember, the AI coach explains, but you, the trader, decide. Let's get to work.